Welcome to Five Fires YouTube. Today we got some breaking news coming out of Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Lots of changes coming fast and furious. Hard to keep up with, but that's why you've subscribed to Five Fires YouTube so we could keep you informed so you know what's going on your next Disneyland trip. So this is a post. Shout out to Magical Tour Guide. She's a wonderful person to follow on Instagram. Credit to her for this post. Changes are coming for early entry at Disneyland starting January 20th, which now it's not that far from now. Guests will only have the option to go to one park, not choose from both parks like in the past. Only Disneyland or California Adventure will open during early entry. So what that means, on certain days, you could only go to Disneyland. Other days, you could only go to California Adventure for that 30-minute early entry. She did list right here, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Disney California Adventure. So Disneyland has become the premium. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday are the only days that you will be able to get that 30-minute early entry. I was talking to Danny about this a little bit earlier ago. And he said it was always like this. The whole you could go to both parks is like a recent phenomenon. So I guess it's going back to its roots of what early entry was at Disneyland. So just want to get that information out there for all the people staying at the parks. Let me see. Other news coming out of Walt Disney World. Shout out to Scott Gustin, always dropping the fire. This is Scott Gustin on Twitter. Walt Disney World has released additional information about good-to-go days for annual pass holders. On good-to-go days, APs can enter any of the 4 theme parks without a park reservation. Blockouts apply. The first go-to-go dates will be added to the calendar starting January 11th. That's right. Good-to-go days. Disneyland, where you at? Walt Disney World is getting rid of reservations very soon. Annual pass holders are just gonna good to go. They could go whenever, as long as they go essentially in the afternoon. All right, let's read the post from Disney themselves. 2024 resolved to be more spontaneous with good-to-go days for annual pass holders. On good-to-go days, annual pass holders may enter the theme park without needing a reservation. Blockout dates will continue to apply like they do today. The theme park reservation calendar, annual pass holder, and mission calendar in My Disney Experience will show days that are good to go. The first good to go days will be added to calendars starting January 11th. Good to go days will be added periodically and may be released days or weeks in advance. With the return of all-day park hopper access, I'll talk about that right now, pass holders can enter any of the Walt Disney World theme park anytime during park hours. Annual pass holders may also continue to visit without a park reservation after 2 p.m. unless visiting Magic Kingdom Park on a Saturday or Sunday. And that's the one I was referring to a little bit ago. Annual pass holders can visit a park without a reservation already after 2 p.m. unless visiting Magic Kingdom Saturday, Sunday. But essentially Monday through Friday, you go any park you want after 2 p.m. But if you're trying to go before 2 p.m., we're going to get all these good-to-go days. You know, I find it really weird. I have to say this because I have an annual pass to Walt Disney World. So I get the feeling a little bit of how things are over there. You know, I'm not fully in the know of what's happening at Walt Disney World, but I have an idea. It is never hard to get a reservation for anything at Walt Disney World. So it's kind of weird how much time and effort keeps getting put into Walt Disney World reservation system. As far as my eye can see, you know, me being in California, I don't think anybody's complaining about reservations in Florida. On the other hand, Disneyland, there's a lot of issues. The real complaints, reservation-wise, and people that have been wanting same-day cancellation is California guests. Disneyland, Disney World, I don't know. They just keep perfecting their systems over there, I guess. And Disneyland, we're just left in the dust. The big predicament that has arrived over here at Disneyland is next year. I think people are going to get 4 months to make reservations, if I'm not mistaken. While Magic Key, we get 60 days. So ticket buyers just have so much more advantage than Disneyland Magic Key holders. Just odd. Very odd. Let's read this right here. Starting January 9th, right around the corner, guests with valid standard date-based tickets that don't need reservation will be added to, because there's a lot of things that go into Florida. They're doing virtual queue still. Cosmic Rewind, Tron. All right, let's get into this. This is good info. January 9th, Walt Disney World guests with a standard base ticket that don't need a park reservation will be able to join a virtual queue at any theme park. You don't need to be in the park at 7 a.m., but you will need to be in the park to join at 1 p.m. So people that have a ticket, you could join the queue. You could join the queue, the 7 a.m. one. You're trying to do your Cosmic Rewind, but to be eligible for the 1 p.m., you got to do the 1 o'clock, or you got to be in the park to do 1 o'clock. Wild day. Very, very wild day out there at Walt Disney World. This is exciting news. Very, very excited. And also, too, this is another reminder. Park hopper hours are gone. January 9th. Annual pass holders may also continue to visit the park without reservations after 2 p.m. Okay, whatever. But January 9th, park hopping gone. You don't even have to worry. Walt Disney World just getting all the love right now. Oh, man. So much to remember. Let's just take a step back and assess all this. So January 9th, no park hopping. No park hopping hour. You park hop whenever you want. You don't got to wait till 2 o'clock or whatever it was. You can just park hop. You want to start, get breakfast at Magic Kingdom and then head to Epcot, go ahead. Also, too, the other big thing, January 11th is when they're going to start adding good to go days for annual pass holders, which is just a day you could just show up. Doesn't matter what time, you just show up. And then the other big thing, also starting January 9th, if you have a date-based ticket, you could get your reservation at 7 a.m. or your boarding group at 7 a.m. for Cosmic Rewind, Tron. And then you have to be in the park at 1. And then to end other things, there is early entry. Early entry is changing. And on January 20th, where it'll only be one park doing early entry from either California Adventure or Disneyland. So a lot to remember. Holy macaroni. This ain't easy to keep up with all this Disneyland news. All right, let me hear your thoughts. What do you think about all this? Where's this? Walt Disney World's so far ahead of us when it comes down to reservation conversation. All we need over here, if we're not going to be blessed with any of this love of Walt Disney World, can we at least get same day cancellation at Disneyland? Only time will tell. Thank you guys for watching. Five Fires YouTube. Comment. I would love to hear your side of the conversation. Smash the like button. Firing it down.